Hey everybody, y'all seen my title, so I just got on here to talk about that. Um, I be noticing a lot of people be, complaining about the line of work that they do, you know. And the only reason why I'm saying this because I just got done reading some stuff. I like to read, but and a lot of people be, talking about how much they hate their job, they can't stand their job, they should be getting paid way more than they should, and all this stuff. And Lord forbid, don't let nobody work at McDonald's or Burger King, Wendy's, or a fast food place. They get talked about so bad because they work at a fast food place. It's not about where you work. You know, as long as you working, as long as you able to make money to take care of yourself and your family, if you got a family. So many people be saying like people working fast food, um they look down on them like they not nothing, and that's not true because I worked at McDonald's. I did before I wanted to do better, but I worked at McDonald's. You can pull some hours in at McDonald's. You got a lot of people that don't want to show up for work. You can pick up their shift. They ask you to stay over, because somebody called in. You do that, and I guarantee you your check will look like something. Your check will look like something. But there's so many people complaining about their jobs. Like my job, where I'm at, you have so many people that's in high seniority. Because I'm in a union, but you have so many people in high seniority that think they just obligated. These the same ones that don't do nothing. Do y'all hear me? They don't do not nothing. They don't do nothing but play on their phones all day and complain about the next person. When I go up in there, I throw my headphones in and I listen to my music. I might say something here and there if somebody comes say something to me. Other than that, no, because I'm coming in to do my job and get the hell up out of there. I know what I came here for. Like we have to work like 2 Saturdays in a row, and we get plan A, so you have to work 2 Saturdays in a row and have that third Saturday off. So this is one of the Saturdays we got to work. So one of the girls on third shift, she always negative. She's just a negative person. Her energy is just bad. So it's time for me to go. I goes and grab my stuff out my locker, getting ready to go. And this what she say, we just slaving. That's what she said. We just some slaves. That's what she said. I don't pay attention to that. But what be making me mad is that her attitude. And you got people that's coming in that's new hires, and they coming in, and y'all saying this around them, y'all gonna rub off on them because a lot of people mind not strong. They gonna fall into the trap. Some of them gonna fall into the trap. Not me, because I go in and make my damn money and keep it moving and keep it moving. But if people feel that way, why come through them gates every day? If you hate your job so much, why clock in there every day? Obviously, you don't hate your job that much, you know, if you clocking in. If you hate your job that much, why come in every day and complain? Stay at home. Quit, you know? It's a lot of people out here that wish they did have a job. I see homeless people all the time, and I feel so bad for them. They probably wish they was in your shoes and you over there complaining, you know? Stop complaining. Don't nobody want to hear that. That's one thing I don't like. I don't like to hear nobody complaining all the time. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. I can't stand a complainer. I don't like it. But anywho, but like I said, some people wish they had a job. Some people wish they had a job. I don't care if you work at McDonald's or some fast food. I'm gonna stop saying McDonald's because there's other, fast food places out here other than McDonald's. The famous McDonald's, the famous Golden Arch. But it is what it is. As long as you got a job, you got a check coming in. If you feel like you need to do better, then do better. But don't quit that damn job because once you quit that job, then how you gonna take care of yourself? How you gonna take care of your family? Make that make sense. But anyway, only reason why I'm saying this because what I just read. Do y'all know? Do y'all know that Google, Walmart, you got a couple of Walgreens, CVS, Amazon, people that work at Facebook, all these different type of places is firing people. People are getting laid off left and right. From what I was reading, out of all those places, it's over 200 some thousand people that's been laid off out of all those places. And it's some more places, but I forgot. So over 200 and some thousand people has lost their job. And a lot of them is some of them is like the tech, cuz the technology, tech support and all that. It's a lot of them because they said it was like new technology coming out or whatever and they ain't going to need them, you know. I didn't even know Google had damn um people that get them massages at their job. These they get massages. Well, they used to, because all of them got fired too. The massage therapists, all of them got fired too. They lost their job. All of them lost their damn job. And they said it was one lady didn't know she lost her job. She just had a baby and found out. She in the hospital right now and lost her job. A husband and a wife, um, I guess they was, you know, doing that tech support stuff too. And one day they woke up and the wife was like, tried to get on her computer and, get to work and it wasn't working. So when she called and was like, hey, my computer down and all this stuff, they basically told her, you fired. You fired. You don't have a job. Then the husband, that's how the husband found out too. He didn't have a job neither. They worked at the same place. They worked at the same place. So over 200 and some thousand Americans right now, and this only the beginning of the year, is unemployed. It's unemployed. Some of them will find a job, but majority of them is not going to find no job. They is not going to get hired. So how is they going to take care of their families? You know, I was unemployed once, when the Rona hit, the Omarion and all that, but they was giving us good money then. But when they cut that off, I was only getting the maximum. What was it? 396, 386 a week. So I was only getting seven some every 2 weeks, and that's not enough. That's not enough with All these prices going up sky high. That's not enough, you know. So basically, what they say, the new world order is here because a lot of them jobs, y'all, was replaced by machines. A lot of these people jobs is being replaced by machines. You ever walked up at McDonald's and then they got the little kiosk right there where you can just order your food? Y'all think that they replacing people with machines, and it's happening right now. It's happening right now. A lot of Amazon workers gone. Walmart workers gone. Walgreens gone. And Google gone. People that work for Facebook, Meta, gone. They gone. What are they gonna do? They said, well, they have to do what's best in the company's interest or whatever, and they gotta go with the plan to with new technology, so the company won't you know um go under or whatever. I don't understand that because one of them companies, I don't know if it was Google or Amazon. No, I think it was Google. Google or Facebook, they still profit $4.4 billion. $4.4 billion. And they worried about is their company go under or not. Y'all rich. Whoever own that company is rich. What are you talking about? Y'all don't got no million. Y'all in the billions. Billions. Then Amazon, they said they profit, they stuff dropped too. But they still at 3 billion. They still at 3 billion. Then you have them little workers, the ones that's on the floor that's working, that's probably making 19, $20 or something an hour. They don't have nothing. They don't have nothing. Not a damn thing. And y'all worried about y'all profits. And that's another thing too. Let's talk about this. A lot of people don't understand when y'all go out here and start stealing. I'm talking to the thieves right now. When y'all go into these stores and start stealing chips, going into Walmart, stealing clothes that's already, you know, low price or whatever. When y'all go steal stuff and do fraud and commit stuff like that in them stores, why y'all think the price, you know, goes up? Why y'all think the price goes up? It goes up because they got to make up for what y'all just took up out them stores. People don't think about that. People don't think about that. People stealing all the time. I'm talking to the thieves. I ain't talking about to the ones that pay for their stuff. I'm talking to the thieves. You know, that's crazy. Y'all don't think about that. Like when you go and um take something, they're just like the grocery stores. People be going in there and eating they fruits, they grapes and strawberries and stuff. Just opening up stuff and eating it and leaving the wrappers everywhere. Them people got to do inventory. That stuff is counted for. Then they got all this stuff missing everywhere. That's why the prices goes up. And them and the cashiers too. The cashiers. Let me tell y'all, y'all too, y'all too. And I'm gonna tell you something. When y'all up there ringing up somebody order, because I seen it happen a lot of times. It just happened to me at the gas station. But I said something about it. I'm stand on it. When y'all ringing up somebody order and y'all sitting up there and void the food out, after the customer to pay and you done turned around and voided it out like the customer didn't want it and you pocket that money. Y'all know y'all be doing it. Y'all know y'all be doing it. And y'all pocket that money. Guess what? If all if all price goes up, the cost of food goes up. The price of, whatever it is at that restaurant, them meals goes up. Them sandwiches goes up. They caught where I'm at, they had caught this manager. She had she was lying. She was saying that she didn't they caught her on camera stealing the money, when she goes to drop the people tills and stuff like that. And like I said, she was voiding people food and stuff out. They caught her stealing the money. And she been doing it for a very long time. And the people excuse me, I think I'm getting sick. But the people that do the machines or whatever, from what I hear, is called the store and say, hey, why y'all got so many voided out um purchases? Why y'all got so many voided out meals and stuff? And that's when they start the investigation. And she got caught. She got caught. Y'all think we're in a recession now? It's gonna get ugly out here. It's gonna get real ugly. All them people done lost their job. Over 200 some thousand folks done lost their jobs everywhere. I mean, everywhere. And when people that went to college and all that stuff at them jobs like Google, they lost their job. It's gonna triple effect down to the people that's working for them that only got a regular high school diploma. If people with college degrees that went to college all this time to get their dream job and what they went to college for is getting fired, income cut off, what y'all think is gonna happen to the little people? If these stores, um, you know, the machines, you kiosks to order your meal, we ain't finna see we only gonna see like probably a few people in the stores. Probably not none, because they said they closed some Walmarts down in other states already because people would rather shop online. People would rather shop online. So they starting to close up stuff because people rather shop online instead of going out and going to the store. I don't mind shopping out online, but I like to get out and go walking around, walking around the stores and stuff. That's good exercise. That's good for your heart. Study sitting down at your computer ordering stuff all day. Get up and go get it sometime. But that's what they said. A lot of people is starting to order had their stuff delivered. This one lady that I know of, I don't know her like that. That's all she do. She order all her groceries and they get delivered to her door. She stay on Amazon, ordering everything on Amazon. Everything get delivered to her door. Everything. Like she don't go out and go get nothing. She had them to bring it to her. I ain't saying nothing wrong with it, but now it's a lot of people that's gonna be without jobs because of that right there. Don't nobody want to go to the store no more. Everybody want to get their stuff delivered to them. Yeah, it's more convenient. It's more convenient, but it's to me it's the bigger picture. It's the way bigger picture. A lot of little people is not going to have jobs. What about them teenagers that's in high school? Their first job and stuff, working at a restaurant. They ain't gonna have that no more. It ain't gonna be. It ain't gonna be none of that. Give it about another 5, maybe 10 years. All we gonna see is probably machines everywhere. They're already trying to get rid of money. They already trying to get rid of money. Hmm. I don't know, y'all. Yeah, I wanted to tell y'all about that. Oh, and another thing too. To all the ones that use that damn self checkout, that self checkout at Walmart, something called the banana, something they put in place called the banana something they put in place for them damn self checkouts. They gonna get y'all ass. Y'all think y'all changing the tag? Y'all changing the tag to say, oh well, this TV costs $100, knowing damn well that TV costs $500. But y'all switched the tag and went through the self scanner, and that's what y'all said. Y'all ain't gonna be able to do that no more. Y'all is not gonna be able to switch them damn tags no more. Cause then they put in place where the machines read what the hell you got. They can tell if you scanning something at a lower price when it's not. So basically, they probably got cameras in there scanning everything that you got in that cart before you even scan it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Stop doing it. This is a warning. I warned y'all. Don't do that no more. Y'all gonna get caught. I just read about this stuff. Y'all gonna get caught. Don't do that no more. But today live, when people kept calling me, I got so mad because I did a 45-minute blog talking about Tyree Nichols. That's his name. I think I'm saying his last name wrong. But the guy in Memphis. Um he was 29 years old. He had a 4-year-old kid that, don't have a dad anymore. Don't have a dad anymore because of what those 5 police officers, you know, did to him. And it's crazy because even though I wanted to see the video today, I refuse to look at the video. I don't want to watch it. I think it's going to trigger something in me. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. But, in them reports, you know, I was reading them articles too. And they said that they thought he was, what, reckless driving or something like that. Then he ran and they caught him. But my thing is, what I was reading, they say he was already, detained before they start beating him. They start beating him like a pinata, like some Rodney King shit. And they beat this man for 3 minutes. They beat him for 3 minutes. 3 whole minutes. What was the point in hitting him anyway? It wasn't no point in, using no type of force, even though if he did run or whatever they said. I didn't watch the video. I don't want to watch it. I don't want to see it. Um, Even if he did run and they caught him, all they had to do was detain him, put the cuffs on him, you know, call it what y'all call it? Fleeing and looting. That's all they had to do. That's all they had to do. And then just took him on to the county or whatever, Shelby County. But they decided to catch him, detain him. He wasn't no threat. He couldn't do nothing because he was already detained. And they beat him for 3 minutes. They beat this man. And then they had the nerve to take him to the hospital after he said he couldn't breathe. That's just like George Floyd and some more people, like that one guy in New York said, "Oh, I can't breathe. I can't breathe." You know? Then Tyree, he ended up dying 3 days later. He was in critical condition. 5 police officers. And to make it so bad, they was his color. That's what really pisses me off. After all this stuff, I'm pretty sure after all this stuff that they seen on TV, what the police be doing, different color police be doing to us, his own color, the police did that to that man. They did that to that man. You know. Then they said it was what they gonna call it, second degree murder. That is not no second degree murder. How is that second degree murder? That should be first degree. Then one of the officers, you know, he pleaded not guilty. How you not guilty? Why did you plead not guilty? You was there. So is you trying to say you didn't, do nothing to the man? Is you saying, oh, you want the one kicking him and hitting him and with, you know, you just didn't do nothing to him? They're just like me. I'm with my friend and say we go to somebody's house and she fighting this girl and I'm with her, but I don't do nothing. I'm just sitting back watching. And she just fighting this girl and she done fought this girl to death to the point she died. Guess what's gonna happen to me, even though I didn't hit her? I'm going to jail too. Because I ain't called for no help or none of that. You know? I ain't called for no help, no none of that. So basically I'm a what y'all call it? Accessory. I'm a accomplice, or whatever you call it. That's what I am. But that was wrong. I know his mom called for her name Miss Wells. She called for a peaceful protest. But how could anything be peaceful these days, you know? Can't nothing be peaceful. Even if you try to be a peaceful person, it seems like the devil always come in and try to, steal your joy. Because you have some evil people out here. Like really, really evil. Really evil. And what they did to him was wrong. Real wrong. They beat him for 3 minutes. 3 whole minutes they did. You know? They didn't have to do that. But it was his own color, but they probably feel like, oh well, black on black crime happen all the time. The police supposed to be here to protect and serve. That's what they supposed to be here for. Then I had, saw in the article that they made when they did their statement, they initial statement, they incident report or whatever. It was a lie. They lied about what happened. They lied about what happened in that report. Why lie about something? Why y'all try to cover it up? Like, why would y'all try to cover that up? Because y'all know that was murder and what y'all did was wrong. And for the love of me, with these news people, these reporters out here, it make me so mad. And I only see it when a black person die. And I'm not going to say allegedly, because every time a black person die, you know, just like with Takeoff, what I made that video with Takeoff about that reporter, they always say, instead of, telling the story of what happened to him and, sending condolences and stuff like that to the family, they will explain what happened to him. And then they'll turn around and be like, well, they went to jail 5 years ago for domestic violence. They got 5 felonies and 8 misdemeanors. Why do y'all have to say all that? That person is gone. They dead. Why would y'all bring up their past? You know, go back and look at some articles. Even people in the hood, go back and look at some articles once that the reporters wrote about somebody that passed away. Half of them articles gonna bring up their past, like they past history, like they've been in jail and stuff like that, or prison. They gonna bring that up. But I hope those 5 police officers, I hope y'all, uh, 15 to 60 years. No, I think y'all need to get life. I think y'all need to get life. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, I think they really do need to get life. Those seem like the type of police officers that did dirty work, you know, the ones that, you know, okay, well, you can sell your drugs, but you got to give me a cut and I won't lock you up type police officers, allegedly. Because the oldest one was what, 32 or something like that. And the youngest was like between 24 and 28. They was young. They was young. I'm older than them. They was young. Young, young. I'm older than them. But they know better. They be getting them badges and just acting like, they Superman. They be getting them badges and acting like they Superman. Now I understand why, you know, people in Chicago be shooting back at the police. They be shooting back. They be shooting at them, y'all. And this ain't no allegedly. They be shooting at the police. They be running. They be they be running. They be running, y'all. Because people are getting tired of it. People are getting tired of it. And that man should never lost his life. He should never got beaten for no 3 minutes over no traffic stop, even though he did run. Somebody told me, because they seen the video, they said he was running and yelling. He was running and yelling at the same time. I can't watch it. I don't think I can stomach that. I probably will start crying. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I probably will start crying and then turn around and get mad. I don't think I can see that. I don't think I can see that. I'm a very sensitive person when it comes to stuff like that. I don't think I can see that. But I can't believe they sit up there and change their statements. You know, they tried to make it look good and stuff. They tried to make it look good. That's what they did. But I hope they family sue to get them. Just get them. Get them. Sue all of them. Sue them all. Because that was wrong. That was wrong. And then try to cover it up. That's crazy. But I can believe they did that though. I can't believe that's what they did. Because last year it happened to me. Last year it happened to me. Now, I have this neighbor. She's a dishonorable discharge, whatever y'all call it, veteran. And I used to help this woman. She tell me she go to, she was trying to go to army school. She ain't had nobody to keep the kids because the guy that she moved over there with, I guess, was one of the baby daddies. But he ended up leaving her. He left her. And so I think I'm getting sick, y'all. Hold on. But he ended up leaving her. I gotta go get me some Halls, some medicine tomorrow, well, later on today, cause I think I am getting sick. But he ended up, he left her. He left her. And so me and her started talking. I started babysitting her kids. And she used to be like, tell me these wild stories. Like her father used to do bad things to her and stuff like that. And how, she was in the army and the soldiers, the guy soldiers did bad stuff to her too. And when she went and told the sergeant about it, she was the one. I don't know. She went and told the sergeant about it, that this stuff was happening to her. We'll get into that in a minute. I'm gonna get back to that. But so I started helping her because I felt bad for her. My kids big, they not babies. And I'm like, dang, I want to see this girl make it because that's my heart. I be wanting to see people make it until you piss me off. You piss me off, I don't care if you go to hell. I don't care where you go. Just get the hell away from me. Um, so everything was going good. Everything was going good. And then I started picking up a lot of overtime. And so I got tired because I was getting up like at 7 o'clock in the morning, keeping her kids while she do go to army school. And then she won't come back till like 1 o'clock. And I used to have to be at work at 2:18. So I ain't get no sleep and I ain't get off work until 10:18 at night. And by the time I go to bed, it'll be like 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. And I was doing this every day, trying to help. This is why you can't help everybody. And so I was like, you know what, forget it. My daughter was like, Mom, I keep them. I keep them. She was like, well, I make that little money. I keep them. I wasn't getting paid for it. But I told her, I was like, my daughter will start keeping them. But you got to pay her. She's like, okay, okay. So this one particular time, she did go over there and babysit. She was like, okay, I'm gonna pay you tomorrow. But then she called her back over there, the next day and was like, I need to go look at this truck. Um, could you keep the kids? And my daughter's like, yeah. So she went over there and she babysit. She fed her kids, all this and that. Now it's like what, 8, 9 o'clock. She didn't come back. I don't know what car place opened that late, but she didn't come back to about 8, 9 o'clock at night, 10 o'clock. And so that following day, she went back over there again. And I'm like, dang, did you get paid? She was like, no, she gonna pay me today. Now this is like the third damn day. So I end up going into work early. I went in at 10 o'clock. I didn't have to be there till 2. So all of a sudden around 11 or 12, I started getting all type of text messages. And I'm like, what the hell? And my daughter was like, Mom, I'm not gonna keep these kids. I'm done. I'm through with it. She don't want to pay me. Um, and then she told me to get up off her couch. And I was like, what? She was like, yeah. I was laying on her couch. I was tired. She was like, I was tired and I was laying on her couch. She was like, I fed her kids and everything, and they was just sitting down on the floor by the couch, watching TV. They was quiet. They was, cool. And I'm like, okay. I said, well, if you don't feel like babysitting and she wants you to get up off her couch, then, tell her to come get her kids. So she texted the lady and told her to come get her kids. So the lady texts me and say, your daughter don't want to keep my kids. And I text her back. I say, hey, I said, I can't force my child to keep your kids. If she don't want to keep your kids, she don't want to keep your kids. And that's that. I think you need to come home and come get your kids. Now, mind y'all, this lady used to leave her kids in the house by themselves because she had cameras around the house and inside of the house so she can see what they doing or whatever. She probably got the same cameras like me. You can talk through and tell them to sit down and stuff like that. So that's when everything went left with me and the neighbor. So after that, she called my daughter left and was like, I'm done. She waited for the lady for like an hour or two and she never pulled up. She never pulled up. That lady ain't pull up to like 5, 6 hours later to come get her kids. Now somebody tell me to come get my goddamn kids. I'm gone. I don't care where I'm at. I'm up out of here. I'm gonna go get my kids. I'm going to get my kids. But she did not. She didn't come get them kids. And so she called me. She said, I'm gonna call the police on your daughter because she left my kids in the house by themselves. And I had to tell her. I said, girl, you leave your own kids in the house by themselves. So what are you talking about? I said they at least they were still watching the house. They were still watching your house. But you leave your own kids in the house by themselves. So she called police, y'all. Seriously. And she called police. And then it was this Mexican police officer and this white police officer that came out all the time. All the time. Oh, they came out all the time. And I told them right in front of her face, I said, she got cameras. She leave them kids in the house by themselves all the time. Tell her to rewind tapes back, you know. So we left it at that. And then after that, um, she started calling the police on us, like, if not every day, every other damn day. And it got to the point where I just got tired. And because I kept telling the police, we ain't doing nothing to her. We ain't doing nothing to her. This is when I found out this woman had a mental problem. Something was wrong with her. Something was seriously wrong with her. Like she was on medication. Like she wasn't taking her meds. Like Jaguar Wright up in that airport. You know? That's how I felt. And so, you know, when you're dealing with the police and you're dealing with a disabled veteran, they gonna pick the veteran side because half of the police, the older police, are probably dishonorable or discharged veterans. I'm gonna tell y'all that now. My uncle told me this because my uncle worked at the county. I had to go over there and sit and talk with him and tell him what was going on so he can tell me what to do. You know, because he know judges and he know everybody at the jailhouse. He had to tell me, sit down and tell me what to do. And so, after all that, this one incident, I was at work. My other two daughters was at work, and one of my daughters was gone over a friend's house. So I goes on break, and I'm looking at the cameras because my phone, it'll tell me who at my house, and I can talk through my cameras. So I'm looking at my phone, and I see a police car. And sure as shit, the police come right up to my door. So I answered. I said, nobody at home. She said, well, your neighbor called and said she heard two women over here fighting. I said, ain't no women in my house. Only woman in my house is my dog, my chihuahua. And I'm pretty sure she ain't fighting by her damn self. And she was like, oh, you sure ain't the police? Oh, you sure ain't nobody in there? I'm positive, lady. I got so pissed off because I was at my wit's end to the point where I just walked out my job. I clocked the hell out and came on home. And I pulled up, and the lady was like, you didn't have to leave your job and come here. I said, yes, I did, because y'all keep letting this lady make, false reports on me. Y'all keep letting her call y'all on me. And I ain't did nothing. Every time y'all come out, I ain't did nothing to this woman. And I mean nothing. It seemed like every time, this like the third, fourth dude she done had around her kids. This like the third, fourth dude she done had around her kids. Seriously. Within a year or two. And every time, them dudes always leave her. I don't know what be going on over there. But they never come the hell back. They don't come back. They don't come back, y'all. They do not come back. They'll be over there probably for like 3 months, 4 months, 5 months. And then they never come the fuck back. Nope. But this one time I was out of town. It was my auntie's 70th birthday party. So we at the party. They didn't hired a comedian, all types. And we was in there having a good time. Just family. We was having a good old time. And I ain't seen them in a long time, so I was happy to be there. And I was happy, to get away for the weekend because I don't be going nowhere. But I was glad to be around family. So all I see again on my camera is these same police officers, the Mexican and the white one. I got them on camera. I should upload it on here so y'all can see. Maybe I'll do that in another blog and we'll talk about it. But they had they I think they had like some AR-15s, but some big old machine guns walking around my house, beating on my door, looking all through the windows. No search warrant, no nothing. Just what they did. And then I seen the white one. He was trying to take my camera down off the back of my house. And I had to yell through the camera. I said, they didn't know I can talk through the camera. And as he was trying to take my camera down off the back of my house, I yelled through that camera. I said, leave my damn camera alone. What the fuck is you doing with my camera? Why is you touching my stuff? He was shocked. He was shocked, you know. So the next day, I called down into the police station and I asked to speak to the chief of police. So I thought it was the chief of police. I didn't know. I should have did my research, but I didn't know, who was the chief of police. And some white guy got on the phone and said he was the chief of police. And I told him what happened. And he said, well, my officers put in a report that they was just repositioning your camera. So I asked them, I said, why is they repositioning my camera? And I had my camera set up to what angle I wanted it in. Why did they even touch it? Why did he even touch it? He had no business touching my stuff. So he was like, well, that's what they put in their story. I said, well, that ain't what my camera say because I got the footage. But I told him, I said, you know what? Y'all hear from my lawyer. So I'm saying that to say this, and Tyree's story, the Memphis guy that got beaten for 3 minutes by 5 police officers, they lie. Police be lying. They be changing their reports. Then y'all, let me tell y'all how I found out who the hell the real chief of police was. I'm on Facebook one day and they was talking about something pertaining to the police. And I said, yeah, the chief of police ain't nothing. I said I talked to him and he just basically, told me it was okay for his officers to, try to take down my camera on the back of my house. So one lady was like, did you talk to some name? She tagged them in it. I said, yeah, that's who I talked to. I guess that if he the chief of police. And the man comment on there. I got it all, y'all. And the man, I screenshotted it. And the man commented on there and was like, you sure you talked to me? I said, yeah. You told me that your officers was just repositioning, my camera. He said, He said, inbox me and give me your number right now. So I inboxed him and gave him my number and he called me right away. Y'all, the real chief of police was not a white man. He was black. So I don't know who the fuck I was talking to. I don't know who I was talking to down there. I have no idea. Have no idea. And it's a true story. I put this on my kids. The lady even after all this, she kept calling him too, but she would never go to a he wanted to have both of us to come down there and have like a peace meeting or something like that. I told him, yeah, I'm willing to go. Let me know, set it up. Because I had like proof that was nitpicking with me. Like she was jealous of me. That's what I be saying. People be jealous of people by the way they carry themselves and by the way, other people love on them. She done ran through like 4 or 5 guys. within 2 years. And she didn't leave none of them. They all left her. They all left her. I mean, all of them. All of them. So something is not right with this picture. Something wrong with her. And so she would never, want to do that meeting with the chief of police. This woman went down there and tried to put a PPO out on me. So we went to court. And as we go to court, um, she in there just making up stories, talking about um, my camera is facing her, the back of her house, and um, I'm a pedophile or something. Like she be in the swimming pool with her kids in a bathing suit, and we be looking at her. First of all, I don't bump tunas. I never did, never will. I like polar sausages. I don't like tuna fish. And this the same person that you telling the judge all these lies about. It's the same person that tried to help you. You know, I tried to help you. And only reason why I put my cameras up like that, I'm gonna tell y'all why. Because one day I call her coming around her house because she owned that house. She put a privacy fence up. And the only reason why she put that privacy fence up, because on the side of her house it's like a glass, like when you go out my back door, and the side of her house right there, when you go out my back door to the garage, she had like this glass sliding door. The kids be in this glass sliding door, and every time they see me, they get happy. They be waving, and I'm not gonna turn my head to no kids, so they wave at me, and I smile, and I wave right back to them to let them know it ain't no love lost. That's y'all mama. I still like y'all, but I don't like y'all mama, and that's that. So she put the gate up. But one day I had caught her. I got the video of that too, y'all. This lady came out the front of her house, all the way on the side of her house, her gate, with a damn tape recorder. This lady had a whole damn tape recorder, y'all. And she was putting the tape recorder like where my uh room window is at. Cause, yeah, my house needs some new damn windows and stuff, you know. I was wondering why my landlord kept saying, how do she know our conversation after we just talked? Because she was harassing my landlord too. She kept emailing her, threatening her to put us out and stuff. That's what she wanted. She wanted to for my landlord to put us out so she can have something to laugh about. So she made up all these lies. But it all backfired. It all backfired on her. But yeah, she put a whole damn tape recorder. Matter of fact, she was switching them bitches out. She had one in her hand, and she put that one on the gate, and then took the other one back in the house. That's what I caught her doing. She got the old lady um, across the street not liking me, like I done did something to her. But like I said, I respect my elders, but just don't disrespect me. Don't say nothing to me, you know. But this last time, I don't know, the dude that was fixing on, cutting her trees and stuff down. I guess they, got into a relationship. But he was over there for probably about 5 months. He gone. I don't see him no more. I don't see him at all. I mean, at all. Something wrong with it. Tell y'all something wrong with that lady. Like, seriously wrong with her. But yeah, that's what happened to me with the police. Because it got to the point where I just started coming out. I wasn't even calm no more. I started cussing him out, told him he was all type of racist. And he was like, I'm Mexican. How can I be racist? Cause you is. In my eyes, my opinion, you know. You being very biased because I work at, a plant building car parts, building motors. And she's a veteran. You's a veteran. So you gonna pick her side. So you think I'm lying and she not lying. But it got to the point where they saw the truth. They saw I wasn't the one that was doing all this stuff. They figured it out. They knew she was lying. They don't even come out here for her no more. I seen one of them, and they was like, yeah, um, your neighbor, yeah, you the one got that crazy neighbor next door. I said, mm-hmm. Why you say that? Cause she tried to call the police on y'all one day, and didn't nobody want to come out there. That's what the officer told me. I was like, call the police on me for what? She was like, I don't know. But then now one of the officers want to come out there and deal with her. They don't even want to come out here for her no more. Say if it's a real emergency, she got a real emergency. They know your background, they know your story. So they ain't gonna want to come out here for you no more. Like at all. I won't come out here for you. The woman to call the police and say we put paper in her yard. Don't you know the goddamn wind is blowing? And people throw stuff out their car windows all the time. It's trash blowing everywhere. So how do you know we did that? Make it make sense. That's goofy. But use the veteran. Something wrong with her. Then come to find out, I started, searching her name and stuff, looking her up. So I came across this article that she wrote, and she ended up telling her story, and I'm just like looking at the story, and she was like, this happened to me while I was in there. These soldiers did this and did that to me, you know, taking advantage of me and all this and that. This what she said. This is what this lady said. But mind y'all, when she moved in that house, one of them soldiers that she put in that story was living with her when she moved in there for 6 months. But you out here telling people he did bad things to you just so they can help you. She told these folks she was living in her car, in her truck with her kids. And that was not true. Just to get on the news and get this money so they can buy her a house and fix it up. And she came up with that story so they can do all this stuff for her so people can feel bad for her. And that was not true. It was all a lie. It was a scam. Because that very same person that she was talking about lived with her in that house for 6 months. And it's no lie. I put this on my kids. I didn't like him because he used to be creepy to me. He used to always be on the side of the house on his phone. I don't know who he was talking to, but it wasn't her. It's probably his side chick, you know, planning his escape from her because she was cuckoo. But yeah, she lied to get all that money. And then she'd be like, oh, I got money. I got money. I own this house. No, you don't own that house. Well, yeah, you own that house. But who paid for that house? Who paid for that? Who paid for that house? Because you got on the news. There's pictures all over the internet with you holding up a check to help you get the house because you lied, said you was on the street. You was living in a car with your kids. And then the article said, well, her article said that when she went and told um damn the person that's, I don't even know because I ain't in no army, but the person that's over the sergeant, when she went and told the sergeant that um these men was doing all these bad stuff to her, they done launched an investigation on her. Instead of investigating those men, they launched an investigation on her. And then that's how she got kicked up out of the army. Allegedly. True story. Allegedly. So she just was a liar. But that's how the police be lying. They'll do some dirty stuff and then uh go back in and make out those doggone reports. Go back to the jail, whatever they office, and make and type in some fuck shit that ain't never happened. That is not true. A lot of them be turning their cameras off. You know, they got them cameras on them vests. A lot of them be turning them cameras off. You gotta watch that too. So if y'all ever come into encounter with the police, be on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, be on some goddamn live. Record, record, record. Keep everything recorded. I mean everything. Because they be lying in those reports. That's just like about 3 years ago down here. This police officer was married, but he had a side chick too. He was married and he had a side chick. But the side chick got pregnant and she, you know, threatened to tell his wife. She was in love with him. Them side chicks be, getting in love and stuff like that. So I don't know what happened. I don't know if they had an argument or whatever. But she told this man she was gonna tell his wife about the baby. And I guess he wouldn't have, picked her up or, to talk it out or whatever. And he murdered her. This police officer murdered his side chick here. Then when the family started, asking about her and looking for her and stuff like that, this man uh, went and, started helping them, and the rest of the police, his officers, his fellow co-workers or whatever y'all want to call it, you know, looking for the lady, knowing damn well all along in his head, dang, I'd have murdered her. He tried to cover it up. He tried to cover it up, y'all. But the truth came out. The truth ended up coming out, and he ended up getting found guilty for murder. Not he just killed her, and he killed his unborn born child. You know, and then because he a police officer, he tried to cover it up. He lied about it. Like he literally lied about it. I think one of the family members is the one that came forward and said um she was messing with the officer. And then that's when they started investigating him. And come to find out, he tried to cover it up. He tried to cover everything up. He killed that woman because she threatened to tell his wife that she was pregnant. They be lying. Police be lying. Seriously. I'm so sad that happened to that man. Because it seems like black people can't come together for nothing. We always in competition with each other. We always hate on one another. They're just like, I keep my hair braided all the time. All the time. I don't wear wigs. I mean, I'm gonna try one in March for my birthday. But I swear to God, if I look like the Lion King, I'm gonna snatch that wig off my damn head. But I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it out. But like I said, I keep my hair in braids all the time. And a lot of girls be just, staring at me, like just staring at me. And I'd be like, what is they looking at? One girl had the nerve to say, dang, you keep your hair braided all the time. Dang. What you mean, dang? Just tell me like, hey, your hair cute. Who did your braids? You have to say some dang. The fuck you mean, dang? You know? That's crazy. That's crazy. Because half of them still be wearing that wig. They had a wig on, and they done wore that wig for about a whole year. They just keep getting the same one put on top of their damn head. And it be looking like an old regular mop to me. Like, it's time to switch that out, baby. Because, no. It's okay to wear it once, twice, maybe 3 times, maybe 4. That fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth time, no, it's time for that wig to go in the trash. It's trash now. Seriously. But yeah, we black people will never come together. I don't think so. I don't think it's nothing can be done for us to come together. Not even these, police killings and all this stuff. We'll never come together. You got homeboys hating on their homeboys. You know, I heard one dude tell another dude, and this was about his friend now. Oh, yeah, because they live in an apartment. Um, him and his wife went and got a truck, and I don't know why they did that. And they live in a apartment. Everybody don't want no goddamn house. You got to keep a house up. Your hot water tank go out, your furnace go out. You start to have electrical problems, something wrong with your roof. That shit costs money. That shit costs money. People don't be wanting to deal with all that. You know, they just want to be able to pick up the phone and say, "Hey, my furnace went out. When y'all gonna be over here to fix it?" Everybody is not the same. Everybody is not the same. Then the women, you know, they just be having attitudes. The black women, I don't understand it. Just because one person look this way or one person shaped this way, you always got some shit to say. You always got something to say. You know, we'll never come together, ever. And let me tell y'all a secret. If every person made a YouTube channel and everybody subscribed to everybody page, then everybody take turns watching each other's stuff and liking each other's stuff. We'll all be getting paid. But it's too much hate. It's too much hate out here. Oh, I'm the best blogger. No, I'm the best blogger. Who gives a fuck? Who cares? Everybody is great in their own way. Ain't nobody better than nobody. If you're not God, then just shut up. Because ain't nobody better than nobody. Everybody is great in their own way. Everybody is perfect in their own way. My chihuahua crying. I don't care. She's not getting out. Because after this, I'm finna go to bed. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. But I know one damn thing. They done put us on critical starting February 10th. Meaning we gotta work 7 days a week, 13 days straight, and have one day off for like a month and a half. I ain't with that. I don't want to do that. I mean, it's good money because they pay you extra for the weekends on top of what you already getting, but I don't want to do that. I really don't. I don't want to be forced to do that for no month and no half. You know, I'd rather, come in when I want to come in on the weekend. And then they starting it February 10th. So Valentine's Day gone out the window. I ain't gonna get shit no way. But still, I want to celebrate Valentine's Day for myself. You know, do something nice for myself. I already had plans to go get my hair done, all types. Now I'm gonna have to do it next week and study that following weekend like I wanted to. I gotta change everything up. But this gonna be a long month and a half. I'll tell you that. We gonna be getting paid good, but I don't want to do it. I'll tell you, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it at all. None whatsoever. But like I said, the people up in that be going through them self checkouts at Walmart, they got something for y'all behinds. Y'all can't change the price on nothing no more. I just read about that. And then stop complaining about your job because there's a lot of people that don't have jobs. Some going on because if Google, Amazon, and all these, Facebook, Meta, all these, you know, billion-dollar companies is getting rid of people, and everything already, the prices already went up, and they getting rid of all these people. They said over 200,000 people lost their jobs, and it's more to come. And it's only the beginning of the year. Something is off. Something is wrong, and we don't see it, but something is wrong here. You go into McDonald's, oh, you gotta do this on the kiosk. You gotta order on that damn machine. They not even mailing you paper checks anymore. I mean, you can't even. They don't even mail you your check stubs anymore. You have to go on a website to download them. Everything is getting placed with machines now. So if we don't see people in the stores like that, and all we see is machines everywhere, but they said this was gonna happen. I remember hearing about this when I was a little girl. Like everything gonna be like George. What is that? The Jeffersons. That cartoon. What is it? George Jeff? No, just the Jeffersons. Like that cartoon. They said everything was gonna be like that, and it's starting to be like that because they already trying to get rid of money. I think they. I'm not for sure, but I think they stopped printing money. I'm not for sure though, but I know they was talking about it. They was talking about it. Yep. So you think you're gonna go in the store and pay the cashier? Nope. All that stuff gonna be dead. We're gonna be paying it to a machine. It's already happening. Because they said they don't need a lot of workers at Amazon and Walmart and stuff like that because a lot of people order their stuff online. They ordering all their stuff online now. Yep. I feel bad for those folks because a lot of them said, they just woke up and tried to get on their computer and log in to get ready for work. The computer is not working. It's disconnected. And then they called the company to figure out why. And they said, oh, you don't have no job no more. That's what they told them folks. Yeah. Yeah. And to, Memphis, even though, Dr. Martin Luther King, he died there. Y'all need to do better. We all need to do better. In every state, we all need to do better. Because we're seeing more and more um, the police is doing bad stuff to us. Ty, what's his name? Tyree? Tyree. I hope I'm saying his name right, but y'all know what I'm talking about. They didn't have to do him like that. They said that man was running, yelling. I can't watch the video. I don't think I can stomach that video because I know I'm going to cry. I know I'm going to cry. Why would they do him like that? Just why? Like, why would they do him like that? Like I said, I don't care if he ran or whatever. Once he was detained, it wasn't no point to use no physical force. No point at all. They could have just put him in, you know, the back of the squad car and took him on to jail. But they beat him for 3 minutes. 3 whole damn minutes. Like he was trash. Like he was just a rat in the trash that they was trying to kill. Then they took him to the hospital. And he was in critical condition. Then he died 3 days later. And then these news articles, it be killing me. Um, Tyree Nichols, a black man, such and such officer, a black man. They made sure they said black man. Damn it. They made sure they said that. CNN. I'm talking about you. Them officers just don't know. They black. So they ain't gonna get no type of leniency or however you say it. They ain't gonna get no mercy. They going straight to prison with the big dogs. And they better not drop this up. Cause y'all don't think people in prison don't see this stuff on TV. They watch TV in prison. Can't wait to talk to my brother today. Cause I'm sure gonna ask him about it when he call me. And then a lot of people, Lord forbid, they put them in prison where they sent people to prison too. And now both of them in the same damn prison. They really in trouble. they really in trouble. They didn't have to beat him. Now his kid was only 4 years old. It's without a father. It's without a father because of what they did. And their kids is without a father if they had kids because of what they did. And kids be needing their parents. Kids need their parents. I lost my mother when I was 15 years old. I still cry for her. I ain't gonna lie, I still cry for her. I was a kid and I needed her. I know she's still here though, but I needed her. Them kids gonna be hurt. All the kids. Nobody gonna suffer but them kids. They didn't have to do them like that. And then they talking about oh, well, we shouldn't, these other states got a plan in place for protesting. They didn't close the schools down early and all this and that. Who want to have a peaceful protest? And then they say, oh, well, Black Lives Matter protest, blah, blah, blah. Who give a damn about Black Lives Matter? I don't care about Black Lives Matter. I don't care about that organization. I do not care about that organization. They stole from George Floyd. That money did not go to his family, allegedly. They took that money and invested and started up drag shows. Drag shows, bought houses and stuff like that with that money. With our money. They got rich off our backs. Black Lives Matter. Yeah, that's what they did. They said a lot of that money went to freaky stuff like um sex stuff and drag stuff. Yeah, look it up. Look it up. I don't gotta lie. Look it up. It'll tell you what they did with that money. It did not go back to the community at all. It did not go back to George Floyd at all. And guess what? They was our own color and they got down on us. That's what they did. So that's why I say we'll never be able to come together. And I don't care about no Black Lives Matter movement. They can move the hell up out the way and never come back because they full of shit for what they did. Well, all right, y'all. I've been on here for a long time. I'm tired. I either be back tomorrow night. If not tomorrow night, well, either I'll be back tonight because it's already Saturday. Damn it. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm tired. But I'll be back and we can talk. Um, Let me shout out to, everybody that's subbed to me. I really appreciate y'all. Cause like I said, didn't have the guts to start my channel. But then I just said, forget it. I'm gonna do it anyway. And I started it. I thought I wasn't gonna get nowhere. I remember I only had 18 subs. That's all I had. 18 damn subs. And I appreciated them 18 subs. Now I got what? 2,500. I got 2,500 subs. Trying to get my watch hours up now. I need 4,000 watch hours. So I'll be going live a lot. Trying to get that up so I can get monetized. And I'm almost at a million views. I just want to say to all my subs, the whole 2,500, almost 2,600 of y'all, I appreciate y'all from the bottom of my heart. I really do. I really do. I know some of y'all are trolls. I had to get one up out of here earlier today, but it is what it is. That's what come with YouTube. I've been, watching everything since the Mo3 case, and I know how it go. But one thing I ain't gonna do is sit up here and argue with nobody. I ain't going back and forth with nobody. I'm gonna dismiss you real quick because I don't have the time nor the energy. But to my 2,500 subs, I appreciate all of you. I really do. I really, really do. Yeah. But please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And thank y'all for rocking out with me.